for breakfast? This way. Come on. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Good morning. Good boy. He loves that bench by the back door. Been sleeping on it most every night this time of year. Stripe and Morris were here last night. And Marty was up in the tall chair. Good morning, Mart. Good morning. Good morning, Mart. Morning, Morris. We were up at 6:30 this morning. It's going on 7:30. Takes me about an hour to get through getting me and the kitties ready and enough caffeine that I'm functional. Really only drink 1 cup before we go on our walk. We're fasting today though, so it's black over ice with no cream or monk fruit erythritol. So that doesn't ever put me in a great mood. But anyway, we'll be walking here shortly. Johnny's dental appointment is at 10 a.m. so I've got to be back. I got to be ready to leave by 9:30. So they offered me 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I didn't have a lot of options here, or August. You're all Alabama'd up this morning.
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's get our walk over with. Although it's not bad out here now at all, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just sticky.
It could be a little less sticky, but with the sun in and it being, the temp being reasonably early in the day, it's good. So, Service has Ruby out for a test drive. I think they're trying to calibrate the cameras. That's pretty awesome. I just happened to glance at the app and saw she was in motion. You can tell that they're driving the car. And then I looked in Teslafy and saw a little more details. So, somebody's out making the morning coffee run. That's good that they're, you know, testing it. I was thinking about, you know, putting an update in there. So now go park her in the sun and let her sit for a while and then try to drive her again, because that's really the tell-all of how fixed it is. I won't make you pull that one away.
Thank you, sweetie.
So I actually threw 10, 15, one of them was really big, branches off the trail this morning. You know, we haven't come down the trail since Friday. We don't usually walk it on the weekend. We take an alternate. And wow, they mowed the grass. I guess they were a little late mowing it, and it had a lot of, it was tall. There's a lot of cuttings out there. They did mow yesterday when we came by. Oh yeah, Tobacco Road fencing, okay. They put their tag on. They are not done with the gates, I think, and the topper over here, and probably some touch up, but they're getting close. They're getting close, and they have done a nice job. It's obviously been a small family operation. No problems with that either. I think they probably have a deadline here coming up where the town needs it for fall ball, and as long as they get it done before that. And the other field's done, and we've seen them use that a few times. So I would say this field, obviously there's equipment still on it. The fencing is probably good enough, but the equipment's still in the way. Anyway, we had those storms, what, Friday night over the weekend or whatever, and there's been more branches down than I would have expected. And they mowed yesterday, so there's little bits of trash all in the grass. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. It's a good thing that chair belongs to you. All right, we're headed to the dentist. They have Ruby charging. I think that's a good sign. She was only at 150 though, miles. Well, we're headed back to the house. We're all glad that's over for today. It's pretty but hot, but not as hot as it is in England. So do you know what I'm building?
No, I don't believe I do.
You can pick it up and turn it around.
Still don't know what you're building.
Pick it up with both hands and really look. I know it's not done.
I mean, I guess it looks like an X-Wing, right?
You think it's an X-Wing? It's not a Star Wars ship. But you're right that it's a ship.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm going to add a clue and we'll come back. Well, first let me say I'm building this for you. It's a part of your birthday present. Something, a mom creation for you. I've added a piece to it. See if that helps. Do you know which piece I added? Yep.
I mean, it's an engine.
Right.
I still don't know what ship it is.
What if I told you there are going to be 6 of those on there in groups of 3, so it sort of looks like a triangle?
Battlestar Galactica?
Ding, 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 ding. Now, which ship? Do you remember what it's called? Viper.
Oh, it was a Viper, yeah. I thought it was Viper, but I thought I was thinking of my robot kit.
Right, right. Your robot, that kit for the BattleBots is named Viper too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's coming along nice. It's bigger than I thought it was. I only have 2 of the engine pieces, so I'm going to have to order 4 more. But I think I have all the other parts. And they are on Bricklink, so I can order them.
Nice.
Anyway, I knew you seen it, and he come out here before, and he was kind of looking, but he wasn't looking, and I just figured that I would go ahead and let you know, because some of the people on Facebook saw it, and they were like, I was being secretive, and they kind of wanted to know what it was, too.
Yeah, it's a Viper. That's pretty cool, Mom. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. So Don and I are in Jules on our way to pick up Ruby. It's 4:30. It's going to take us 90 minutes up there and back, at least, depending. Might be more due to rush hour. Unfortunately, they were not able to fix Ruby, but it does sound like they were able to figure out what's the problem, what's most likely the problem, what's hopefully the problem. They ordered a new right side B-pillar camera and cable. They said that the camera is losing data downstream, and that's what's kicking it out of autopilot or preventing autopilot from being engaged. So they had to order those parts. They set up a new service appointment for Wednesday, August the 3rd at 8 a.m. to put it on. You know, they didn't make me go schedule it and wait 3 or 4 weeks. They scheduled it for when they think they'll have the part. So that's cool. And at least I'll have Ruby for the drive over to Greensboro, and at least that's not as far as Charlotte, because especially the drive home from Charlotte was absolutely miserable without autopilot. And I needs the 6-seater. We can't just hop in Jules and go, because I need, you know, room for 6 people, and Jules only has room for 5. So anyway, we're headed to pick Ruby up. I'm going to get my girl. They got her back to me in the time that I said that I needed her, so I'm really thrilled about that. The information that the tech put into the ticket, I really appreciated, and I thought was detailed enough to pacify me. So I know they drove her for like 25 miles this morning according to Teslafy, and I assumed that was to do the camera calibration, and it must have calibrated, but then they ran some further tests and it must have lost calibration again, thus the determination of, yeah, this camera's bad over here. So it sounds like they you know, were pretty thorough in determining that, and hopefully that part will come in and then she'll be fixed up and we won't have any more service appointments for a while. Thank you, Jules. Sometimes she does that to herself. In this case, Dawn was driving and she did it. So Ruby's supposed to be in number 12. I'm thinking that's going to be on the right side here. I think the second car in is Ruby, the fourth car in.
Number 15?
Yep, right there was the first car. But this is the 90D that was here the other morning, the other guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you back at the house.
I love you.
Love you too.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, well, kiss. There's an older Model S in a color you don't see very often. I'll circle a lot just for the heck of it. Look at all the pretty Teslas. don't like seeing cars with out-of-state plates in the lot because that always makes me concerned somebody was on a trip and had a problem. Hope not. Well, there are a lot more cars in the lot today than there were yesterday. Like Don said, they probably are able to clear some out for the weekend, but then as the week progresses. I actually knew the people in that red Model 3. I hadn't seen them in a while, but I know them. Yep, there's lots of cars in the lot. All right, Tesla, we'll see you on August the 3rd. Don headed out of the parking lot right away, so he's several minutes ahead of me. And I don't know for sure that he took the turnpike, but probably this time of day it doesn't really work very well to go the other way at all. So Ruby says camera calibration is in progress and she's holding at 99%, which doesn't really surprise me. You know, if she should decide to complete and I get autopilot back even intermittently or for a little while, that would be cool. Well, Don did pull into the driveway before me, so hopefully he got the mail. He normally would, if the two of us are coming home, be the one to grab it, so that's cool. Might have some Legos today. The little gray accent pieces to finish the outside of the post office. Watching for deer. We've seen a lot of deer lately. I'm not going to let Johnny see the finished product. It's not exactly finished, but it's close enough. You know, I revealed to him today what I was working on because he kept on coming in the kitchen. And anyway, this is Starbucks Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Well, Apollo and Boomer, they flew the same ship. I guess I'm showing you the good side. I only had 2 of these round engine cylinders in my stash of, I didn't even know what these parts were, and I need 4 more. So 2 more on top, and then the fin sits on top of that, and then 2 more on this side. And I've got the other 2 thrusters and the mirror piece here for the other side. It's all ready to go, so it really wouldn't take me but a few minutes to finish it up once those parts come. So I'm going to go ahead and order those. I had already made a wanted list. I thought I was going to need a few more parts. Hi, sweetheart. I thought I was going to need a few more parts than I ended up needing. But I'm glad I tried to build it first instead of ordering stuff. Apparently my canopy has the racing stripes and the one he used did not, and I like my canopy better. And now all I need, and I think I ordered one already, is a Pharaoh's head hat for a minifigure, because the helmet for the Battlestar Galactica guys looks like a pharaoh, like an Egyptian thing, and I need to put a little guy in the cockpit. Anyway, mystery solved.